A few years ago, I was looking on AliExpress for vendors that were selling Sega Mega Drive Repro games, as I wanted to rebuild my Sega Mega Drive collection, mainly because prices of Mega Drive games are out of control. I thought it would be a good idea to buy a few games off of there and see how good they really were. I was very disappointed with what I got. The game cases were nothing like the original Sega cases, and the cover art was printed on thick photo paper which didn't look right. And the reproduction cartridges were very disappointing. I was lucky in 2023 to find some vendors on AliExpress that were selling a better quality product. But there are a lot of dodgy vendors on AliExpress. So in this video I want to share what to look out for when buying Repro Mega Drive games and which vendors to avoid. Okay, we will start off with Big Kid Pop Game Store. They sell heaps of games on their store with 93.8% positive reviews. I have bought games from them a few years ago and wasn't happy with what I got, but I saw Magical Taruto-kun there, so for this video I purchased this game. The Repro cartridge is a good quality, and even the sticker label has good printing on it. You need to beware that the circuit board that connects to your Mega Drive is square and thicker than a normal cartridge. Some people have sanded the square corners so it will be in a V shape and enter the cartridge slot easier. These PCBs are pretty much the standard for a lot of vendors on AliExpress, and the PCBs I got a few years ago were blue boards. So not much has changed since then. There are no screws for the cartridge, they just clip on and close. One thing that did surprise me was with the game manual. I had no choice but to buy Magical Taruto-kun with the manual included. And as you can see, this game manual looks really good for a repro. The paper it's printed on is of a good quality and the ink work looks great. So I think it would be safe to buy game manuals from them if that's all you are after. Here is where the real problem lies with these repros. Straight away you can tell this is fake because of the game case is way too glossy. I've had this game for a few weeks now before filming this video, and one massive thing I discovered was the discoloring at the top on the cover art. I have no idea why this has happened. Maybe because of the poor quality ink or paper they have used. But it's really bad and wasn't like that when I first got it. And for comparison, here is a better quality Repro game case from another seller on AliExpress. The game case is almost exactly like the original Sega Mega Drive case. The paper appears to be a glossy inkjet photo paper, maybe 120 grams. Apart from the discoloring on top of the paper, the colors aren't oversaturated like I've seen from other vendors in the past. And the reverse side of the paper has a matte finish. As for inside this better quality game case, everything fits inside. There is a little bit of room for the manual to move around in. But overall it's good. Next up, we will look at Cinder Game Store, 92.7% positive reviews. We will have a look at days before Christmas. Did you know that the Sega Mega Drive PAL version of the game was only released in Australia, along with Echo Jr. and Fatal Fury 2? Reasons for this are unknown, but the game had a limited print run in my territory, and when up for sale, it usually commands a very high asking price, somewhere from $700 upwards. I paid $11 for this repro. And I guess this shows why Repro are a popular choice. Who in their right mind is willing to pay that much money for an average video game? As you can see, this is a standard cartridge case and PCB. The top of the game label is almost perfect with the alignment of the lettering. And of course is once again the glossy game case that most vendors include. For someone like me, this is a major problem when trying to display these games on the shelf. The inside the game case is standard and everything fits in there. I know what you're thinking, why did I buy 2 copies of this game? Well, I didn't. I wasn't too happy with the printing on the Repro cover art, so I went to the Cover Project website to download it and printed it myself, and the colors look better. Now, it may not show up on this video, but the print quality of the Repro is off ever so slightly. So that's why I chose to go onto the Cover Project website and found the cover art and printed it myself on my Epson XP6100 printer. You can see there is a bit of a difference in the print quality on the cover on the right. And the same goes for the artwork on the back cover. It's really not a massive issue, but for a collector like myself it could be. Even if it's ever so slightly off, it's a major problem. I have to say the Cover Project website has been a great place to visit if you're in the need for cover art. Whether it's to replace damaged cover art or you have picked up a cartridge without a box or artwork and want to display it on your gaming shelves, this is where to go for game inserts. As you can see on the game case, there is a bit of plastic overhang on it. I've seen this with all glossy cases I have bought, and that's just the way it is with these Repro game cases. When putting the cart back into the case, I noticed it isn't aligned properly. This is actually the first time I've come across this. I got this ROM hack of Streets of Rage from Jolland's Game Store. They have 85.7% positive reviews. A few things to note here: I changed out the game case and cover art, which is something you may want to do also when buying Repros. The cartridge sticker has a matte finish much like the original Mega Drive carts, but there is some debris under the sticker, so that kind of sucks. Standard cartridge cases with a generic PCB. I paid $12 for this game. Currently, there is nothing on Jolland's Game Store, but I know they will be back. Store credibility sits at 3.8%, and there's only 7 customer reviews on their site when they have been around since 2018. So that's really strange. You may want to watch out for this one, and always remember to read customer reviews from any of the vendors you choose to buy from. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will do another video on some other sellers that I've been buying from on AliExpress. I'm still waiting for some more Repro games to come in the mail, so when I get them, I will do a review of them along with the actual vendors themselves. Just remember when buying from AliExpress to check the reviews from the vendors' websites, as there's a lot of customers on there that do post reviews, positive or negative. Always check them out. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I have another video on the channel for some of the vendors I do recommend on AliExpress, so check that video out. There are some really good vendors out there that sell better quality products than what you're seeing here in this video. And honestly, I don't know how many years these things will last, but it's a cheaper option than paying hundreds of dollars for original Mega Drive games. So that's something to take into consideration. So until next time, take care.